A night to remember or forget. Characters. Aguilar, a spirited 20-year-old who embraces life but struggles with her identity and relationships. Charlie, Aguilar's vibrant girlfriend, who has a playful nature and is fiercely protective of her friends. Callie, Aguilar's best friend, known for her humor and loyalty, who always tries to keep the group together. Maddie, Charlie's best friend and a calming presence in the group, often serving as the voice of reason. Aguilar woke up with a start, her heart racing. The light streaming through the curtains told her that it was already late morning, but everything else felt wrong. As she glanced around, she quickly realized she was in a cozy yet unfamiliar bedroom, far from her own. "Oh sure *T, she breathed, glancing at the other side of the bed. There was a girl nestled under the covers, her blonde hair cascading over the pillow. Aguilar's mind raced. What happened last night? With a rapid flutter of panic, she scrambled to find her clothes, managing to locate her phone, her stunning silver necklace, and her inhaler. This is it, she thought in disbelief, but she couldn't waste any more time. She bolted out of bed, dodged around the sleeping stranger, and bounded into the living room. "Oh God, is that my car?" she whispered as she spotted it parked haphazardly backward out front. After confirming her vehicle was indeed there, she unlocked her phone and texted Callie with a shaky hand. "Help! Where am I?" Desperately she waited, pacing in the living room, glancing around at posters of bands and an odd collection of books. After what felt like an eternity, her phone buzzed. "Dude, where are you?" "I don't even know. I think I went home with someone last night." "What happened?" "Just get here." Aguilar dashed out of the house, hoping she remembered the way back to Callie's. It wasn't far, but her nerves sent her heart racing. She called Callie as she ran. "Hey, Callie, what did I do last night? I can't remember anything." "Whoa, chill. You drank a lot of that fancy lemonade, you mean lemon wine." "Why is that a thing?" "Because you're a lightweight. And you ditched me for some random girl." "Girl?" A wave of confusion swept over her. "But I'm with Charlie." "You were out of it. And girl or guy, doesn't matter, you're about to get your *** reamed by Charlie." "Crap. Where are you?" "I'm at my apartment." "Just hurry up." Once Aguilar made it to Callie's place, she felt a sense of relief, until she saw Charlie standing at the door. Charlie's eyes were wide with concern, and before Aguilar could even speak, Charlie looked her over and asked, "You okay?" "Honestly, not really," Aguilar sighed, realizing how frazzled she was. Charlie stepped forward, hands on her hips. "Where were you all night?" I don't remember." Callie piped up, trying to lighten the mood. "Well, apparently you decided to make out with someone, so there's that." Aguilar's face turned red as Charlie's expression darkened slightly. "That's not funny, Callie," Charlie snapped, concern clouding her features. Okay, let's all calm down. How about pizza?" Maddie said, walking in with a few boxes of pizza. "Oh, not helping." Aguilar put her face in her hands, overwhelmed. "So you all remember where I was, but I don't. What else did I do?" Aguilar groaned, desperate for answers. "Well," Callie interjected, "you cheered up some poor girl who just got ghosted." "Stop bringing that up." "I don't care." Aguilar interrupted. Charlie stepped closer, her voice steady. "Aguilar, if you really kissed someone else, we need to talk." Aguilar's heart sank as she realized the gravity of her actions, with every word heavy and piercing. "Charlie, I didn't mean to. I was drunk, Anne." "Drunk or not, you need to take responsibility for your actions." Charlie snapped back, and Aguilar's heart broke a little more. "I love you, Charlie. But I can't change last night. I swear I didn't mean. I love you." And I love you, too. But how do I know you mean it if you're out making out with other girls? You didn't even tell me. Charlie's voice softened with the weight of her words as she stepped back, the hurt visibly evident. Callie's phone rang loudly, breaking the tension. Pizza girl, she said as she grabbed the phone. Aguilar, left in silence, fought the tears pricking at her eyes. How could she have let one night undo everything? Later that day, after Callie had calmed everyone down with pizza, Aguilar found herself laying on Callie's bed, staring at the ceiling, her mind restless. The laughter of her friends faded as her worries consumed her. Maybe I should call Charlie later, she thought, make it up somehow. Callie swung open the door, her mood light despite earlier tensions. Hey, we've been thinking. Let's go to the park this weekend. A group hangout to sort it all out. Yeah, that sounds good, Aguilar forced a smile, a sense of warmth returning. But no matter how much she tried to smile, the idea of facing Charlie loomed over her like a dark cloud. When did my life get so complicated, she wondered, unsure whether she would find resolution or heartbreak come the weekend. As the weekend approached, Aguilar felt an ever-growing knot of anxiety in her stomach. The thought of facing Charlie after their last conversation haunted her. Each passing day felt like an eternity, and the bubbling excitement of their planned picnic at the park was overshadowed by her dread. On Saturday morning, Aguilar woke up early, her mind racing as she prepared for the day. She threw on a casual green tank top and her favorite jeans, trying to look casual yet put together. A quick glance in the mirror reminded her of the need to put on a brave face, even if her heart felt like a heavy stone. Hey! Ready for today? Callie called from the living room. Aguilar took a deep breath. As ready as I'll ever be. When they arrived at the park, the sun shone brightly, and a warm breeze danced through the trees, but Aguilar's heart felt chilly. A blanket was spread out under a large oak tree where Maddie was already placing food out, while Charlie stood with her back to Aguilar, chatting animatedly with another friend who had joined them. Charlie! Callie called out as they approached, waving energetically. Aguilar felt a pang of jealousy as she watched Charlie's face light up, her laughter ringing out. She wished it could be her making Charlie smile again. Hey, guys! You made it! Charlie turned, her expression quickly shifting to one of cautious recognition when she saw Aguilar. Oh hey! The tension that hung in the air was palpable. Can we sit? Aguilar asked, her voice barely above a whisper. Sure, Charlie replied, but her tone lacked its usual warmth. Aguilar felt her stomach twist further. The small talk around food and games filled the air for a while, but Aguilar struggled to focus. She was hyper-aware of Charlie's every glance and reaction. It felt as if they were living in two different worlds, one filled with laughter, and another with unspoken hurt. Let's play a game. How about a classic like Truth or Dare? Maddie suggested, wanting to lighten the mood. Everyone agreed, which felt like a relief to Aguilar. Playing a game might help break the tension that sat heavy between her and Charlie. They started to circle up on the blanket, and as the game began, laughter and light-hearted teasing filled the air, gradually easing the anxiety that had been suffocating Aguilar. Everyone took turns, and Aguilar felt herself relax as the game unfolded. However, it wasn't long before the focus somehow returned to her. Okay, Aguilar, truth or dare? Callie asked, a mischievous grin on her face. Truth, Aguilar chose quickly, still unsure of herself. Did you kiss that girl last night? Callie asked boldly, a knowing smile creeping across her face. The laughter around the circle quieted. Aguilar's heart raced. Every gaze turned towards her, and she felt a wave of heat rise in her cheeks. Yes, she admitted, almost too quietly. The silence that followed was deafening, and Aguilar could sense Charlie's tension thickening. Okay, then. Your turn, Charlie. Callie tried to bounce back, sensing the discomfort. Fine, truth, Charlie replied, crossing her arms. Do you still love Ashler? Callie's question had everyone leaning forward, breath held. The air grew heavy again. Charlie's eyes darted towards Ashler, and for a brief moment, everything seemed to still. I don't know, she finally said, the vulnerability in her voice settling over them like a blanket. I love her, but I don't know how to move past this. The unfiltered honesty hit Ashler like a jolt. Charlie, Ashler began, but she was interrupted by Maddie. Let's keep it light, Ashler, truth or dare to you again. Truth, Ashler repeated, her voice firmer this time. Why did you ditch us for last night? You were gone for hours. Maddie pressed, poking fun yet sounding genuinely curious. Ashler sighed but felt the pressure of her friend's eyes on her. Because I wasn't ready to face how I felt about Charlie, she blurted out. I thought maybe if I let loose for a night, it would help me figure it out. Instead, I just messed everything up. Charlie's expression softened at this, and Ashler saw the flicker of understanding in her eyes. You could have just talked to me, Charlie said quietly, her frustration mingling with sympathy. I care about you, but that hurt. Ashler nodded, tears pricking her eyes. I know. I should have come to you instead of running away. I was scared, Charlie. I didn't want to ruin what we had. The game had turned into a heartfelt discussion, and Ashler felt a tinge of hope bubbling up amidst the uncertainty. Guys, can we just take a moment to breathe? Maddie suggested, interrupting the heavy atmosphere. Let's eat and try to have some fun, okay? We've got pizza. The group fell into laughter again as they dug into the food. Ashler stole a glance at Charlie, who was smiling softly as she chatted with Callie. It might take time to heal, but Ashler felt a flicker of resolve. She wanted to make things right. Later that day, after their laughter-filled picnic, Charlie pulled Ashler aside, away from the noise of their friends. Can we talk more, privately? Yeah, of course, Ashler said, anxiety knotting back in her stomach. They walked over to the edge of the park, where large trees created a serene backdrop. I don't want to break up, Charlie said, her voice steady but vulnerable. I just need to know you won't run away from me again. It's okay to mess up, but you have to communicate. Promise me you'll talk. I promise, Charlie, Ashler replied, gratitude swelling in her heart. I'll never leave without explaining again. I want you in my life, and I'll work to fix this. With a tentative smile, Charlie reached out, entwining her fingers with Ashler's. Ashler could feel the warmth radiating from Charlie's hand, soothing her nerves. I love you, Ashler. And I believe we can overcome this together, Charlie said, her voice filled with sincerity. I love you too, Charlie. Always. Ashler squeezed her hand back, feeling a renewed sense of connection. As the sun began to set, casting a golden hue over the park, they walked back toward their friends, hand in hand. There would still be bumps in the road, but Ashler felt hopeful. They were a team, ready to face whatever came next, together.